fellow Maximum Nerds, for I am your host Phantom as we dive into the grueling tale, the chilling, the spine-breaking adventures of Sabrina, the new Netflix series that had debuted, and I will be reviewing the whole season, going from episode 1 all the way to episode 10. But I cannot be this normal anime girl, for I must change my form to something a little more appealing. But first, let's talk about Sabrina. But before then, let me transform. That is much better. Now, let's talk about the chilling adventures of Sabrina Spellman. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that this isn't your 90s Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh no, for it is something a bit more sinister, a bit more dark, but it still has retained the TV-14 rating, so it's okay to watch with the young children if they can handle the fear that comes with it. So let's talk about episode 1 through 5, which is actually kind of a slow burn. I'm introduced to Sabrina. Yeah, that voice is kind of terrible. But we're introduced more to Sabrina as, a normal character, but we find out that during this time, she's now turning 16, which means, guess what? It's her dark baptism. And yeah, I know, I'm trying to make this as scary as possible. It's a late Halloween video, and I'm doing this at 11 o'clock at night. So, yeah, bear with me. Plus, I hope you guys like the little Halloween thing, but Sabrina, from the first episode, had to get ready for her dark baptism. Now, she had to sign her name into the Book of the Beast, which is pretty much the Dark Bible. And she doesn't want to do that because that means that she would be at the beck and call of legit the Dark Lord, or the devil, essentially. This is what I like about this series, that it goes into a way darker territory, but believe it or not, witchcraft is exactly similar to like this. We get to know Sabrina because eventually she gets cursed by these three witches called the Three Sisters. And one is an orphan, well, two are orphans, while one we know, which I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free, but there will be some spoilers, so if you don't want to see the rest of the video, click off, or at least give me a like, because come on, that voice was extremely difficult to do. But, pretty much we get used to Sabrina, and she gets cursed by these three sisters. Now, eventually she does go talk to her aunties about it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the characters. The characters feel very spot on to the comic book, but they feel very spot on to both the chilling adventures of Sabrina and the Sabrina the Teenage Witch comic, to where, yeah, you get certain things such as Sabrina having her one friend Roz, who honestly feels like how she felt like in the cartoon, where she was more of a sidekick, where she was definitely more feminist. You'll notice that this has a lot of, and I really have to really watch my words here. It has a lot of a feminist agenda, but at the same time, it really does focus more on the magic and the witchcraft. And the world is so expansive. We see Harvey, who doesn't like where his life is going, and his brother is his only actual protector. Because Harvey doesn't want to work in the mines. He has an education. He actually is he's smart. He's focused more on that instead of, athletics, even though he is I think he actually does play football, but he's also an extreme comic book nerd. The first 3 episodes deal with Sabrina dealing with a, bully that bullies her friend Susie. Now, Susie is, I guess you'd call her androgynous, or she is fully transgender, I don't know. But she's mainly androgynous, in my opinion, because she's kind of, boyish looking. And the bad thing is that, she gets bullied for that. And what happens is that Sabrina finds out about this, and she wants to use magic against them. So she teams up with her cousin Ambrose. And the first 3 episodes kind of deal with that, because it shows her using magic and legit humiliating those dudes. I'm not going to spoil that, because how she does it is fucking hilarious. But overall, it showed that, well, she's more willing to use dark magic to get what she needs to do, but she doesn't want to go down the dark path, but she feels like she's a good person. Now, one villain who's interesting is the main villain. I forgot her name, Miss Boardwell or something, where she legit is, I'm sorry, this woman is, and I don't want to spoil that, I don't want to spoil the ending, but I want to give you guys some context. She is one of the more powerful of them, but she's able to pull on this facade, and when you find out who she is, you're surprised, but at the same time, you're like, I could have saw that coming. Now, other characters such as Aunt Zelda and Aunt Hilda are legit some of the funner characters, but you can tell they have their own problems, and it's really explored in the second arc of the Netflix show. So it's really shown when we get to meet these characters and get them better developed. But yeah, also a lot of the arcs are put in place. So again, while they all have an overarching storyline, there are 3
main arcs that you're going to want to pay attention to. I'm going to kind of categorize them. So it's like the first one, you're going to deal with the feast arc, which you'll find out about that. And a lot of this I don't want to spoil. So the feast arc, the beginning arc, I mainly call it the becoming a witch arc, the dark baptism arc. What else? Then there's the mines arc, which deals with Harvey and Tommy and something that unfortunately happens to him. And overall, each character is kind of developed a little bit more, but you find out more about their backstory more in development, which is something I really do like. They really do focus on that. But also, they actually go and they use actual real life things that happen to witches, and they actually give us a better view on it. Overall, I really do like telling Adventures of Sabrina, and I feel like if we do get a season 2, which, yes, we're definitely getting a season 2, because this is only part 1 of a bigger story that will carry on. Now I suggest you guys actually get into the comic books, because despite the comic going through some way disturbing shit, it's a more constructed and more given idea to what can be told. Now I really do like this, and again, I suggest you guys read the Archie comics with it, because I honestly feel like you're going to get a real kick out of it. And to be honest, Sabrina is a character that honestly nobody really gave much of a chance, but if you watch the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, you will definitely enjoy this series. If I could give this a rating, give it a A-. Again, it's the beginning arc, so it's not the best everything, but it's a decent B+, A-. And it's very high on everyone's list, so I suggest you guys go check it out. It is amazing. And trust me, if you're a horror fan, if you're just someone who likes Riverdale or anything, you'll love that they A, incorporated horror, B, they did it right, and not just that, but in C, you will actually enjoy that there is a reference and some type of connection to Riverdale. Overall, check it out. I'm Phantom. I've been your maximum nerdum guru. And to be honest, I'm very sorry I got this out really late. I know it's Saturday. I know Halloween has passed a long time ago, but your boy's been busy. I'll also be having a Castlevania review, probably the same time today, but I'm probably gonna, edit that next. But I'm gonna work on this later. So peace out. You guys have a great night, and I hope you guys have a great November. Peace out, and no November, and maximum nerdum.